Welcome to the PoPolitickin show. Founded in 2008, PoPolitickin is a hip-hop meets self-help brand. With each interview, we teach the babies and share success secrets with you, the listener. Past guests of the PoPolitickin show include Yo Gotti, Currency, MC Light, BG, Dead Prez, Rashida, Project Pat, and more. We also showcase the future upcoming stars of hip-hop. Subscribe on iTunes and get automatic updates of each podcast episode.
PoPolitickin.com.
It's your boy K.Cirrus coming straight from VA, and we on PoPolitickin rocking with the boy Po. You already know, Sear-Us.
Pass to me, say. Trying to get her out of pass to me. I'm trying to get her out of pass to me. That's my destiny. I told my mama that her baby gon' be good. That's my fact. Trying to get her out of best of me, the best of me. Oh, y'all told my mama that her baby gon' be straight. I'm trying to get her out of best of me. That's my destiny. Told my mama that her baby gon' be good. That's my fact. I'm trying to get her out of best of me, the best of me. Oh, y'all told my mama that her baby gon' be straight. Sear-Us ain't around a lot, they out somewhere he been though. Peeping for you fuck niggas, I'm screening like a window. I don't owe no explanations, you ain't my bitch and you ain't my kinfolk. Cause I'm out here on this grind, I'm putting in time, I'm talking tempo. And ain't stopping till ain't even after I'm popping like a pimple. When I do the game like Windows, it's a rap, silver tempo. Is he true or is he fibbing? No cap, nigga tempo. Cause Tim may make the melody and Sear-Us at the tempo like. And I be chasing them checks till I'm gone. Getting this checking quite like sex till they come close. And except when mama call me on the phone, the money keep me comfort till a nigga make it home. I'm trying to get over the best of me, that's my destiny. I told my mama that her baby gon' be good. That's my fact. Trying to get over the best of me, the best of me. Oh, y'all told my mama that her baby gon' be straight. I'm trying to get over the best of me, that's my destiny. Told my mama that her baby gon' be good. That's my fact. I'm trying to get over the best of me, the best of me. Oh, y'all told my mama that her baby gon' be straight. So much shit off in the game, it's had a little run though. Had a little run though. Sear-Us fast, break a bitch, making plays like I'm Rondo. Plays like I'm Rondo. Plays like I'm Rondo. That's why I kick it, taekwondo. That's why I get it, get shit done though. Then I flip, make it tumble. Then I split shit, I'm clumsy. It go like this though. God family, then my pistol. Money potting and some crystal. Fried food and a fat booty freak to ride my dick though. And I be chasing them checks till I'm gone. Getting this checking quite like sex till they come close. And except when mama call me on the phone, the money keep me comfort till a nigga make it home. I'm trying to get over the best of me, that's my destiny. I told my mama that her baby gon' be good. That's my fact. Trying to get over the best of me, the best of me. Oh, y'all told my mama that her baby gon' be straight. I'm trying to get over the best of me, that's my destiny. Told my mama that her baby gon' be good. That's my fact. I'm trying to get over the best of me, the best of me. Oh, y'all told my mama that her baby gon' be straight. Best of me, best of me. Best of me, best of me.
Welcome back to PoPolitickin.com, your home for self-help meets hip-hop. Make sure you go to wherever you listen to podcasts, on Spotify, Apple Music, iHeartRadio. Search PoPolitickin and listen to all our interviews for the past 11 years. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm in the place to be with K.Cirrus. How you doing, bro?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. I'm glad to be here, man. Just glad to be here.
No doubt. So what does your name mean?
Basically, man, my first name is Kenneth, so it's K. And Sear-Us is a double entendre. Of course, Sear-Us is a type of cloud, but, you know, if you play around with the word, it kind of sounds like serious. And where I'm from, a lot of people actually say serious that way. So it's just like, you know, K.Cirrus. The clouds is high above. I'm way above the rest of the bullshit, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm also serious about anything that I put down.
Yeah, I just had Sear-Us Jones on the show. He's a frequent guest.
For sure, for sure.
All right. And then you're from Virginia, right?
Absolutely, VA.
All right. So talk about your background a little bit. Let us know, what year you started rapping, what got you into it.
To be completely honest, man, I've been making music since I was about 15. I'm from the country, man, country part, Southside VA, basically about 15 minutes from North Carolina. And I've just always loved words. From a small town community, raised from a tight knit family. You know what I mean? God fearing, put the fear of God in you if you ain't already have it and all that jazz. But that also speaks to my experiences, man. Being from a small town, I was able to see how everything played out. I oftentimes tell people that anything that happens in a big city, it happens in my city as well, just on a smaller scale. But the beauty is I'm able to watch it all play out because there's a good chance that not only do I know all the players, but I know how they move, why they move, where they move, and who they moving with. But I mean, as far as this rap thing go, man, like I said, I've been doing it since I was 15. I was raised by my grandparents, so of course, you know, in order to make grandma happy, I had to go to school and get my degrees and everything out the way. So basically, once I started doing what I wanted to do, I know I got, you know what I'm saying, I got what she wanted me to have, so everybody's good on that end. But after I got out, man, professionally, I'm also a journalist, so writing is just kind of in my DNA,
That's cool.
you know. So that's just like, you know what
What
I
kind
mean,
of
reflect on
journalist?
music. I mean anything, man. You know what I mean. Of course, sports, cultural affairs, current affairs, politics. You know
So do
how that
you
goes.
like who you work for? You work for yourself?
Uh, no, I freelance a little bit, but I work for Vox Media a little bit. I do some work for Miami Heat affiliate and a Dallas Cowboy affiliate.
Oh, that's dope. That's what's up.
Appreciate that.
All right. So how would you talk about? How would you say? What's your style?
To be honest, man, I'm versatile. I mean, my style is wordplay and of course bars and punchlines, but at the same time, um, I'm like a hook king, man. Like I can write a hook in like 2 minutes, and I ain't talking about no bull jive, no mumbling, no sonic stuff, and no offense to that. I'm just saying when I write in depth, and I can do it quick, man. So I would say if you took the best parts, if you took the best parts of new music and combined it with the best parts of like the music that was, you know, popping in the '90s, that's my style.
Yeah. I gotta pause for this beer right quick. This
Oh
is some
no,
good beer.
facts.
It's called Golden Road Heffenweiser. It's made in LA. Pretty good. Whatever kind of I be having to shout out my beers when I be drinking, but this
Oh
is
no,
good
absolutely,
beer.
absolutely,
Oh, you
absolutely.
smoking too? I was gonna say. So you say you started when you 15. So how old are you now?
29 now, boss.
Okay. So who are some of your influences?
Of course, Jay, Tupac, Biggie. Um, I mean, you know, unpopular opinion, but Drake inspired me. The style of music that he blew up for, bro, I was trying to do that 4 years before it came out. But of course, he made it cool to kind of sing your feelings and express yourself. But I mean, you know, him, and then you go back even further than that. Big Daddy Kane, you know what I mean, a little Wu Tang. I mean, I'm deeply influenced by anybody who could tell a story while also captivating you simply by using the words and not sonically how they sound. You know what I mean? And again, there's no knock on that. It's just I find more power and meaning than sound.
Well, look, and you was kind of going on this a little bit earlier, but so what did you say your story is?
Basically, man, it's just I'm everybody, bro. Like anybody that you know come from a little bit, and I ain't gonna say nothing because I never knew that I wasn't rich, bro. Like I never knew I wasn't wealthy. Like my people provided, but anybody that comes from a regular situation, you know what I mean. They see themselves having gifts, and although everything around them may be, you know, not necessarily prototypical or average, you know, sometimes under average, they rise above that and make it to what they want to. And I think that's my story. I'm the regular Joe who can speak for the regular Joe, but you know, walk extraordinary in the steps that I make in order to accomplish the you know great goals that I have for myself, bro. So I'm just every person out there that wants something better.
And then what are some of the themes you talk about in your music?
I mean, I talk about everything from you know the life that I came from as far as that country living and growing up in a very religious, old school fashion household. I talk about the constant struggles of, you know what I mean, millennials and the 20 something man, from debt to dealing with pressure to the fact that, you know, we lack in the constant interpersonals. And I also talk about, you know, something that also affects millennials on the grand scheme, and that's just the anxiety to succeed, bro. Like it's so hard out here in 2019 because there's so many different things that have our attention that oftentimes the things that we want to do or set out to do may seem like they're getting lost in the jumble, but you gotta stick to that and maintain and hold yourself more accountable, and eventually, you know what I mean, you'll reach your destiny. Like I say in the cut.
Yeah, I say, you know what they got to do? They got to sit their ass down and think for a little bit and figure something out.
Pay attention. That's exactly right. We don't think enough and we don't pay enough attention. I be telling people, man, it's like a lot of the situations that we find ourselves caught up in, whether that be something in our own life, whether it be something as simple as running the red light or, getting jammed up in a personal situation or dispute with somebody else. Yo, if you just paid a little bit closer attention, there's a great chance you could save yourself that trouble. But you ain't paying close enough attention.
So, and what are some of your current projects you're working on right now?
I'm at a junction, man, where I'm pushing singles. You know what I mean? You know how this game go, man. If you don't do it right, or if you don't have a plan, you could drive yourself crazy and go broke in the process, man. So, basically, man, I focus on pushing singles, and I got this joint that I'm about to drop on SoundCloud right now. When I say that, because the sample's so dense, I never get it cleared, and you know how that go too.
Huh.
But also, as far as stuff that I'm pushing on the major markets, original compositions, I got two singles that they actually complete. I just got to, do the rest of the work on them. But they'll be dropping over the course of the next 2 to 3 weeks.
All right. And I'm going to ask you about some of your favorite things right quick.
Absolutely, do that.
So who is your top 5 favorite artists?
Oh, you talking all time or right now?
You can do right now.
All right, right now, man. I may have to go back and give you some order, but just to give you the 5 cats that I most rock with and identify with now, of course, you got to go Drizzy. Of course, J. Cole. Of course, Big Crit. I still think Jay's a very hard hitter, heavy player in the game, but because he's who he is, he can be selective as he is. So Jay, who I'm gonna get that last slot to, man? You know what? I'm gonna get that last slot to R&B, yo, because I mess with a lot of the new R&B, but it's just a couple of them. You know what I mean? Like, the girls, Kiara Day, of course, the girl, of course, Ella May, of course, the shorty from Instagram. Can't think of her name, slips me, and forgive me. Medicine and Karma, that
Yeah.
shorty. The R&B now, bro.
I like her. And I like Ari Lennox.
I like her too. Right, her too. Exactly.
You like Ari Lennox?
Say it one more time.
Ari Lennox?
Yeah,
Ari
yeah,
Lennox?
yeah.
Ari Lennox, I think.
Ari Lennox, yeah. This new chick, Millie Faze, I think.
Some chick named Snow Aguilera or some shit.
Right, it's a lot of cats out here that's bringing back that real R&B sound, and it's not the same. However, again, what they're saying has meaning. And don't get me wrong, I like, get my shit off too. So if it's just about, screwing and getting laid, then that's one thing. That's cool. I rock with that at times, but a lot of these, newer cats is coming out now. They talking about some stuff that really feel for people, but to go back to what I was saying earlier, we millennials, so we just feel differently. You know what I mean? And they're expressing that new joint, those new feelings and new pressures we're facing in an old school like style because they actually saying something that means something.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell. I was telling this one artist, I was like, man, you can't go wrong rapping about love. Everybody go through love shit. You just gotta figure out how to do it where it ain't really just corny, but
absolutely,
you can't go wrong rapping about.
And you gotta find your voice, bro, because the best music is the stuff that the masses can identify with. Mm-hmm. And mostly everybody can identify with love. Everybody ain't fortunate enough to bag them a joint, but you know what I'm saying? Everybody can identify with loving something. You know what I mean?
All right. Now, what's your top 5 favorite movies or documentaries?
Ooh, look at you, man. Look at you. You going deep. So honestly, full disclosure, Through the Fire, the Sebastian Telfair documentary. Have you ever seen that?
Nah, I know who he is though. The basketball player.
Yo, it's a dope movie. So I would throw that in there simply because it's sports related. Let me see. My other movies, man. I love Harlem Nights. Harlem Nights gotta be.
You see my shirt?
Oh snap! Quick!
Yeah.
I had noticed, man. But yeah, Harlem Nights in my top 5, man. The original Fridays in my top 5. I would say, again, me cheating, but the first couple of tapes or compilation performance and Def Comedy Jam, I could watch that over and over and over.
They got it on Prime. They got all of them on Prime Video right now. All of them. All episodes.
Oh, facts, right? Definitely up there. Like that's the purest form of our comedy. You know what I mean? Let me see. You all Life, man. The Eddie Murphy, Marlons. That's like in their prime. Like Life
I like
was.
That movie too.
Yeah, that joint was epic. Let me go on a different. Bird on the Wire, man. A lot of people not gonna know nothing about that. That's old school. I hate to invoke his name, Mel Gibson. That's old school Mel Gibson. But Bird on the Wire, man. And you can see. Let me tie a bow around it for you. The first Godfather.
All right. Then we gotta go back. My favorite life quote. He was like, "Why you always talking that nasty shit, Ray? Because I'm a nasty
Oh, a
nigga."
nasty motherfucker.
All right.
Facts.
So
I'm
what
a
you?
bust through. I'm a bust right in the church hall. The upper
Well,
room.
yeah, that's my shit. But I'm saying, so what's your 5 favorite books?
Let me see, man. Of course, you gotta go. You gotta go with it's this documentary. Well, not a documentary, but it's this almost biography of letters
Hmm.
written to the shorty that Tupac was dealing with while he was in jail.
Hmm.
So I think it's I want to, and don't quote me, but I want to say Letters from Tupac is the name of it.
Hmm.
The Bible, I facts. Um, Let me see, bro. And I mean, that ain't no matter where you come from. It ain't necessarily about a specific religion, just so much as being able to draw inspiration or clarity from the parables. You know what I mean? Because they all stories. That's another thing for another time. Um, the Laws of Power, you got to go there. Um, Let me see, man. Also, man, see now you caught me slipping. You caught me slipping, man.
Yeah, I'm catching a lot of people slipping on this question.
Yeah, you
You
caught
better
me
than other
slipping.
people. Other people be like, "Fuck, they can't name one
Oh
book. They
yeah,
be stuck on
I mean,
one
I
book."
read though, man. It's just that I find myself reading a lot of stuff. But again, we got these things in our hands, so we ain't reading a lot of paperbacks. But there's this Malcolm X biography that I can't quite remember the name of right now, of course. And then there's like a book, the hundred greatest athletes of all time, one of my all time favorites, man, just because of how they compile the athletes, you know what I mean, biographize them and give them a correct profile.
All right, so since you a journalist, do you think it'll be a better question if I ask them their favorite authors, or should I just say their favorite books?
You know what? I think the author thing would probably do it because I could probably name you my five favorite authors right off top.
All right, let's do that.
Okay,
That's the
so my
bonus
number
round.
absolutely. Hey, I ain't mad at you. You can say what you want, but Stephen King's a dope author. He's a little weird and freaky, but the cat can write. I'm gonna tell you, Christopher Mad Dog Russo. He's a radio host, but the books he do, the way he compiled the information, he's only done two, but the way he compiled the information from a sports perspective, it really hits home. I would say you gotta include Langston Hughes. Most people look at him as a poet, but I consider him an author if you get a compiled work of his text. You know what I mean? The many authors of the Bible. Gotta go there because, like those stories, man, regardless of whether you're religious or not, whoever jotted those stories down, they obviously had been through some stuff, or they knew a lot of people that been through some stuff. You know what I mean? And lastly, man, and I don't want people to forget this one, but Malcolm himself, man. Malcolm was a dope author. And although you may never find a book, you can find compilations of his works into books.
What's up? I would say, did you hear about? They were saying that William Shakespeare wrote the King James version of the Bible.
Really?
That's what I was hearing. Yeah,
That would
and
make
that's why
sense,
it's
though.
kind of written the way it's written. It's like
That would
kind of
make sense,
poetic.
though, bro.
Yeah.
That would make sense because, arguably, and a lot of people don't want to admit this, but arguably he's one of the greatest storytellers of all. But that's why everybody learn about it, you know what I mean? The pasty motherfucker in school and everything. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, but that's why I made sure to hit on. It's not necessarily a religious thing so much as just being able to identify with something and find clarity in things. You know what I mean? So now that makes a ton of sense, bro, because the dude knew how to hang his words together.
What's your favorite book in the Bible?
My favorite book of the Bible, bro, Revelations.
Hmm. Why is that?
Cause like everybody ain't ready for the real. I feel like that's the things we need to see. We so scared of reality, bro, that we run from the shit that's most important. Excuse my French. Am I cool with that?
Yeah, you cool.
Oh, we run from the shit that's most important, bro. And that's where the important shit is, because it's basically dictating and describing, you know what I mean, a lot of things we're going through now. And again, not even on no religious shit, but if you read Revelations, a lot of things have become clear to you as far as why people moving the way they moving and the motivation behind a lot of things, bro.
That's what's up. So, what advice would you give to new artists?
yo, stay down until you come up. I know
Hmm.
these cliche, but they real. It ain't a sprint, it's a marathon. Don't give your money to everybody that say they can help you. And just hone your craft, bro, because at the end of the day, all it take is one. It's all about you, and all it take is one.
So how do you know who to give your money to?
You don't. You don't, bro. You just gotta trust your better judgment. Do all of the research you can, and make sure you checking on people. Also, you gotta be stern and firm enough to stand your ground and hold people accountable to what they tell you they're gonna do. Like if they tell you they're gonna do something for a certain amount of cheese, or they tell you they're gonna do something within a package, you gotta be man or woman enough to be like, yo, this is what you said you were gonna do. This is what you did. You ain't did this. You ain't done that. We got to talk. We got an issue. You know what I mean? So you just got to be, you know what I mean, secure enough in yourself to hold everybody accountable.
And what message would you like to give to your fans and supporters?
Um, just keep rocking with me. Stay down. I'm trying to give you the best that I can, as fast as I can, as much as I can. I'm grinding. Life's a grind, but I'm gonna keep on doing it because I love this shit.
And why anybody just not listen to you from this interview, why should they go check out your music or follow you?
Basically, man, like I said, because I don't claim to be nothing that I'm not. Anything that I spit or anything that I, put in my music is something that everybody can identify with. Don't get me wrong, like everybody else, I got my shit with me, but at the same time, I've been through the same things that everybody else have been through now. Also, I've been in a couple of situations that people haven't been through. But my superpower is communication, yo. So I can convey it or illustrate a picture for the regular person that they may not understand, coming from somebody who doing it from the trap perspective, or coming from somebody who doing it from a luxury perspective, or doing it from somebody who coming from a baller's perspective. Like I'm just regular old me, but I'm gonna talk to you like you regular old you.
So what are some of the keys to being a better communicator?
Um, Well, the first part, yo, is oftentimes something that people just totally confuse. Being a great listener and communicator is more about these two things, your ears, than it
Hmm.
is about your mouth. Like oftentimes I find myself telling people, yo, why you think you got two ears and one mouth instead of 2 mouths and one ear?
Hmm.
So listening is the main key to communicate. Like more listening, less talking, because the more you listen to, the better you can convey your thoughts and you know what you're talking about. So I would say again, paying attention, listening, and making sure that whatever you trying to say, you saying that. Because I don't, I tell people this a lot too. I know you may be thinking one thing, but I can't see inside your head. I only know what you say. So say what you thinking, be clear and concise, do more listening and pay attention, man.
Yeah, I know that's the thing too. Even sometimes I notice like you might say one thing, but the person you're talking to, they hear something else. So I don't know how to get over that sometimes. It's
Right,
like I didn't say that
exactly.
shit. I said what I
Right.
said.
And you know how
You
like
like,
you be
oh, so
talking
you
to
think
somebody
this? Like, no, I think what I said.
and they go to kick it back to you, and when they kick it back to you, it's totally different than what I'm like, motherfucker, are you listening to me? Nah, I get it, bro. Like, but that's exactly it. Like, don't get me wrong, people hear you, but they ain't listening. They listening to what they want to listen to. So when they kick it back to you and it's some bull or it ain't what you said, you like, look, man, all I ask you to do is listen. That's it.
Yeah.
Nah, so that's them facts right there. The people don't listen and pay, but that's a combination of paying attention and listening, homie. You know what I mean?
All right. I want to say thanks for coming through politicking with me.
Hey, no, I appreciate this, bro. Like, I mean, I don't know what else I could do to let you know how much I appreciate it, but man, everything is greatly appreciated. Appreciate you giving me this platform, taking the time out of your day to speak with me, giving me the freedom, you know what I mean, to express myself and say exactly how I feel. I mean, it's all love for that, man. It's
Yeah.
all love.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. We'll do it. Keep doing it, man. It was a good interview.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate that. Like I said, anytime I got something new, I'll make sure to get it to you, man. Just even if it don't, you know what I mean, amount to, you know what I mean, another one of these at the time. I just want you to have it, bro, because you seem like solid peoples.
Cool.
Yo, sir. Uh-huh.
Timmy, what's this?
What they want, what they want, what they want. Yo, Yeah.
What the fuck they want from me? Yeah, they want that realer shit, that lyrically killer shit, that Southside Virginia shit. Yeah, they want that realer shit. That's what the fuck they want from me, man. It finally dawned on me. Yeah, I got that gun on me. What the fuck they want from me? Yeah, they want that realer shit, that lyrically killer shit, that Southside Virginia shit. Yeah, they want that realer shit. That's what the fuck they want from me, man. It finally dawned on me. Yeah, I got that gun on me. Cup of coffee and a big J. That's how I start my day, y'all. Purple shit and a latte. That's how I get them hanks off. Somebody bitch laying beside me. Big security folks, she take off. Exposing all of her body. Best believe she ain't had no pants on. And I'ma bang gone. That pussy like I'm MJ. Kick her guts like a sensei. Comprende. Smack on the butt like a 6-man. You say you want that clutch. What's that Fende? Straighten a little bitch back out when the dick act out. Call a nigga Bengay. You say that bitch Bengay? Send her over this way. Give her this act right. Tell her get her life right. She still like bitches. We can tag like Tekken in 99. That's what they want from a nigga.
What they want from me. It finally done, finally done, finally done, don't me. What they want from me. It finally done, finally done, finally done,
What they want from me? Yeah, they want that realer shit, that lyrically killer shit, that Southside Virginia shit. Yeah, they want that realer shit. That's what the fuck they want from me, man. It finally dawned on me. Yeah, I got that gun on me. What the fuck they want from me? Yeah, they want that realer shit, that lyrically killer shit, that Southside Virginia shit. Yeah, they want that realer shit. That's what the fuck they want from me, man. It finally dawned on me. Yeah, I got that gun on me. Niggas always hating on me, but I don't give a fuck. Check the look on they faces, homie, when that Brinks truck pull up, though. Level up on you fuck niggas, wicked wordplay, us a sink flow. Ball so hard, make you ball up your face like you breathing in some shit that's stink, though. You want from me, appropriately, this starting line of this fucking soliloquy. I mean soliloquy, it's a conspiracy, try and get rid of me. I live in infamy, just know that whenever y'all niggas hear from me, y'all gotta deal with me. Be sure y'all niggas really clearly digging me. Stacking cheddar, y'all best to get the fear of me. Made like a glass mirror and just stay clear of me.
What they want,
that's what they want from a nigga.
what they want from me. It finally done, finally done, finally done, don't me. What they want from me. It finally done, finally done, finally done,
What they want from me? Yeah, they want that realer shit, that lyrically killer shit, that Southside Virginia shit. Yeah, they want that realer shit. That's what the fuck they want from me, man. It finally dawned on me. Yeah, I got that gun on me. What the fuck they want from me? Yeah, they want that realer shit, that lyrically killer shit, that Southside Virginia shit. Yeah, they want that realer shit. That's what the fuck they want from me, man. It finally dawned on me. Yeah, I got that gun on me.
you to me. You got another one. I already know. From my city to your city. Sir.
The PoPolitickin Show is brought to you by Audible. With over 180,000 titles to choose from, Audible is great for any continuous learner wanting to grow and expand their knowledge and insight. Go to www.audibletrial.com/POaudio and get an audiobook of your choice, free with a 30-day trial. After the trial, your paid membership will begin at $14.95 per month. With your membership, you will receive 1 credit every month, good for an audiobook on Audible. Cancel before your trial ends, and you will not be charged. So go to www.audibletrial.com/POaudio and download a free audiobook by Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, Napoleon Hill, Les Brown, Damon John, and more. Always remember that knowledge is power.